Hello, hello. Bibbidi-Bobbidi-Boo I practice magic, and you do too. You may think that you don't. You may think, oh, I'm a devout Christian, I'm a different religion, Muslim, blah, blah, blah. You practice magic. Whether you call it magic or not, you practice magic. And so, me changing from organized religion to more spiritual practices, still incorporating, like I said, biblical teachings to a certain extent. Um, I'm just here to dispel rumors about, witchcraft or the practice or whatever you think it is, alchemy or whatever, They always say, ooh, the darkness, spooky, scary. Baby, everything is magic, everything's alchemy. When you eat food, it transforms into your body, gives you energy, gives you what you need. You get rid of what you don't need. I'm just saying. And it's a contrast between masculine energy and feminine energy, and it's not what you think. It's not based on gender or sex. It's about balance because everybody needs both. No matter what kind of physical flesh body you have to, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want to do, but you need a balance of both. Arts, for example, are a feminine trait. So music, movies, your craft, whatever, artisticness, whatever it is a feminine trait. And things like speaking up for yourself or being assertive, being dominant, that's more perceived as a masculine trait. You have to have a balance of both if you're going to be stable or whatever. Like, I definitely have a balance of both. I channel my divine masculine and my divine feminine. We're not talking about sexuality at all. I guess that could be a part of it or whatever have you. But that's not what I'm talking about here. I've always had to take care of myself. I've always had to stick up for myself. So you want to call that masculine, whatever. And then my intuition is a motherfucker. Like, even when I was a kid, I could sense when I was in danger. I could sense. I had to regulate the emotions of the adults around me. If adults had mood swings, I'm like, okay, well, if I say this, mommy's going to be mad. If I say this, granny's going to cuss me out, or I'm going to get the belt, or I'm going to get the switch. I had to regulate the emotions of the fucking adults around me as a baby. Okay, so anyways, so now that I'm grown, I tap into my intuition. I feel it, like danger's on the way, or somebody trying to hustle me, or do something against me. We can't avoid it at all costs. But, I don't know. I'm still here for now. I'm still here on this earth for now. I'm still living. Still breathing. Anyways, I'm saying all that to say, people practice magic whether you think so or not. People, like, when cooking, people are like, oh, let me do my magic down. Let me do my magic. Let me work some magic in this kitchen, And then for actual spell casting or practicing or whatever, and not all spells are evil. I do a prosperity spell all over me all the time. I don't know how the hell I'm surviving as a single woman in this economy where a double income or dual income would be, would be helpful. But shit, like I said in the other video, we balling on a budget. And I still be traveling. I may be struggling. Like, I may not go to the fanciest of fancy restaurants. Shit, if I have me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I'm in a different city, state, country, baby, I'm getting the experiences, And so, and then being child free, which is a blessing for me, because like I said, I am my own baby. I am my own child, even though I'm grown. I'm healing my little girl that's inside me. And then you're always supposed to have like a childlike spirit, like humble and things like that. And so, I got kids, trust me. I got kids within me. And so, like I said, whether you're a hairdresser, barber, whatever, somebody be like, oh, let me work my magic, alchemy, changing something from what it is into something else. I use the example of the potato all the time, ordinary potato, the vegetable, fruit, whatever. whatever. You can make it into potato chips, French fries, mashed potatoes, whatever. Scalloped potatoes. You know, you can make different dishes and make it to something else. Alchemy is like the old ancient practice of turning lead into gold. You know, whatever. It is what it is, and it's all about energy and intention. In this short time span that TikTok allows, you can't really go into too many details. I might do a longer video if I just upload it or some shit, because anyways, they only give you a limited time. For example, I acquired a pyrite stone. Pyrite, you know, if you're into crystals and stuff like that. You know, they call it fool's gold. You know, it's sparkly, it's shiny. It's not actually gold, but you know, it represents prosperity. Everything is a symbolism, you know. You know, it's about intentions. Even drinking water. Why do you drink water? To hydrate yourself. Even brushing your teeth. I will hope that you brush your teeth, you know. Please, people, brush your teeth. Please shower. You know, even bathing yourself, cleansing yourself. Why do you do that? Because, you know, that could be a ritual. That could be a ritual. Cleaning your home could be a ritual, you know, a practice. And even people who don't think they practice, they say things like, oh, I go to the gym religiously. You know, you're worshiping something. I'm not saying you worship the gym or anything, but like I know people who are gym heads. Like, I go religiously. That means consistently, faithfully, all the time. You know, dedicated to it. You dedicated to the gym. You go on religiously. That'll mean that you're, you know, worshiping gym equipment or some shit. Like I said, it's about interpretation. And I'm all over the place because, like I said, I'm talking fast. I talk fast regardless, but when I go into like a teaching mode, I'm going to probably just, like I said, I probably need like some actual equipment other than my phone, but we're going to use what we got for now. Okay? But even lighting a candle. Why do you light candles? To make your home smell good? To have a light, like, you know, ambiance. Turn off the lights, light the candle. Oh, ain't that a song? Turn off the lights, light a candle. You know, you can use it as aphrodisiac to set the mood, set the tone, or you could use it for spell work or whatever have you. Or you could use it for whatever. It's about intentions. I got a little tea light candle, and I put some oil on it, so I got to be careful not to spill it because I am on carpet. Got oil. Anyways, but I mean, set your intentions toward the flame, or everything's energy. The air you breathe, what you drink, what you eat, everything's energy. Why do people take drugs, alcohol, or supplements, or prescription medications, or pre-workout stuff? You know, why do people take what they take? Why do you ingest things into your body? Why do you take medications? Why do you apply topical ointments? Why do you apply perfume? Why do you wear deodorant? Like I said, you may not call it magic. In the Christian faith, they always say, write the vision, make it plain, you know? And witchcraft is called saying a spell. What's the difference if I call myself a Christian and I say, money comes to me, prosperity, peace comes to me? Or if I call myself a spiritual practitioner, or, you know, a witch or a siren, or and say same thing, money comes to me. What's the difference? What's the difference? You know, it's about your intentions, right? Some rely on Jesus, some rely on self, you know, and they always say it's the God in me, right? You know, so if God is with us and if God is within us, then that means we are a part of it. Then aren't we God? You know, you don't have to believe it. Anyways, as I'm wrapping up this little short session, I'll speak more about it. But like, imagine a cup, just an empty cup or glass. And if you dip your cup into the ocean, isn't the water that's in that cup still the ocean? Yes. So if God, for example, this is just an example. You don't have to believe. You don't have to do nothing. But if God is out there, the universe, whatever, and if God is within us, our flesh bodies, if the God that's out there is also within us, are we not God? If the water that's in the cup still a part of the ocean, is this not the ocean in this cup, in this glass? It's just something to think about. But yeah, baby, when I get into my teacher series, it's going to be on and popping. But I practice magic and you do too. Whether you say so or not, call it prayers, call it manifestation, you could even be an atheist and not believe nothing. You still practice. You may not call it. Why do people pray the rosary, you know? Ain't that a ritual?